Hi guys, so today I'm going to be just talking about my experience at school, at college slash university, whatever. And I'm just going to go from the beginning. When I first went to school, I was a biology major. And the reason why I was a biology major is because my whole life I wanted to be a pediatrician. And yeah, I just was like passionate about that. And so I was like, duh, my major's gonna be biology. So when you go to school, there's no pre-med majors. Like a lot of people say, I'm a pre-med major. No, you're not. You are taking certain classes so that you can, get into medical school, like prerequisites and stuff like that, and for you to take exams and stuff, but there's no actual pre-med major. So yeah, I was a biology major. And I went away to school. I didn't leave the state, but I went a little far away. And I stayed on campus there. And this school I never heard of, but my guidance counselor helped me like find it and help me apply to it and stuff like that. And so yeah, I was really happy and I was really excited about going to school and being a bio major. I loved biology, like it's like the best thing ever. I just loved it. And so what actually happens is I'm taking the classes, I'm loving it, but then I had to take chemistry. Oh my god. Chemistry tried to kill me. I think it killed like a part of me. And yeah, I was just like, I couldn't do chemistry. When I was in high school, I did take chemistry, but I just took like regular honors chemistry. So like, it wasn't like I took AP chemistry or anything like that. But it's just like on the college level, it's like I couldn't do it. And also when I was in high school, I like just studied. That's really all I did. I didn't really have a social life. All I mainly did was study for school, and also like my mother was like really strict. It was like so annoying. Like she wouldn't let me go anywhere or do anything. Basically, she wouldn't let me have a life. It's just like I don't understand why she was like that. I think I kind of get it, but still, it doesn't make any sense. And so yeah, I didn't really like hang out with people too much. Like I always had to like be home to pick up my sister from school and then watch her. It was like so annoying. And so when I got to college and I went away to school, you have roommates, you meet people in the dorms, so it's very social. And like, I was just like a social butterfly. I had all these friends, all these, like, I was always hanging out, always going places. I was always just basically doing things college students do. And so my grades kind of suffered from that, because like I think that everybody their first year of college or first semester goes through this. It's not just me, but yeah, I couldn't really do chemistry. And I remember that I had a breakdown in my lab class, and the teacher pulled me aside and was trying to talk to me. But the thing is with me is, even if you're trying to talk to me, and you genuinely want to know what's going on, and something's really bothering me, like a lot is going on, I'll just pretend and act like everything's okay, everything's fine, and I won't tell you what's going on. And so yeah, that's what happened. And then when I was on the bus to go home, one of my classmates from my bio class, was trying to talk to me, and I was just like ignoring her. And she was like, "What's the matter? You okay?" And then I broke. It was like a wall was building up, and then phew, this the floodgates. It's like the dam just broke. And so I changed my major. And I remember when I told my bio teacher, who was awesome, that I was changing my major, he was looking at me like, why? Because I was doing good in bio, but like, and I was like, it's too much. And I was like, I'm tired of studying all the damn time. Like, all I do is study. And like I said, in high school, that's all I used to do. I didn't want to repeat that again. Like, I don't want to have no life. And I was like, oh, it's not just the chemistry. It's just that all I'm doing is study. When you're a science major, that's your life. And so I changed my major to history, because I was like, that's the easiest thing, and boom, I don't even barely need to study for that. And it was good. Obviously, I was doing really well in all the classes and stuff like that. And then I was like, what am I a history major? Like, what am I going to do to be a history major, Like, there was a couple of people that were history majors, but I'm like, what are you going to do like, I don't get it. One of my friends at the time was saying, oh, she's going to get into business. I'm like, what? Why don't you just major in business? This doesn't make any sense. And I was like, I don't want to be a history teacher. Like, no. because I would mainly have to teach high school who I don't know. I like when I see high school students, I like tend to run in the other direction. So no way I'm going to be teaching them. And so I went to another school that was closer to home and way cheaper. And I was like, you know what? I'm changing my major again. So this time I changed to psychology because I was like, okay, I'm not going back to being a bio major, but I really, really love and enjoy psychology. So I majored in psychology and I minored in anthropology. And I was doing really, really good there. Like my grades and everything was really good. And the classes were good, but psychology is so easy, you know? Like I have one of my coworkers is a psych major. She's like, oh my god, I have to study. All I do is study. And I'm like, psychology is easy because I'm thinking of being from a bio major to a psychology major. It's just simple and like it's easier to get. And it's not that much time that you have to spend trying to study and memorize stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, but what happened was I was like right when I was supposed to be graduating, I realized that I'm not going to be graduating on time. So that was like really hard for me because like I've never experienced anything like that where I wasn't going to meet the requirements to do something on time. And in hindsight, when you look back, it's like, okay, so what, you would have graduated a year later or whatever. So what, at least you would have graduated with your BS in psychology and you would have, you know, at least you would have still graduated. But at the time I didn't see it that way because a lot of times when you're in the moment you can compare yourself to other people and other people's situations, and so it can make you feel down. And it made me feel like really down and depressed, and so I dropped out of school. And I always wanted to go back, but when I would think about it, like I'm so behind, because it's like that's like a bad thing that you can do is compare yourself to other people. Forget about them. Just look at yourself and what you need to do with your life. And so yeah, I would just really feel down. I always want to go back to school, but then when I would think about it, I would get really sad about it. And so I wouldn't think about it. I would block it off. Whenever people would ask me about going back to school, I would totally shut down. Like, I didn't want to talk about it. And so yeah, I didn't go to school for a really long time. Then last year, 2014, I got really, 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 really super sick. I went into what's called a thyroid storm, and maybe I'll do like a separate video one day talking about that, but you can Google it. It's really bad. It's your like thyroid levels are just off the chain, off the roof, and you can really die from that. Actually, my heart did stop, so like I had a seizure, heart attack, like it was a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, but I think I read about like when people are in those kind of situations, these near-death experiences, when they wake up out of it, I don't know if you have a conversation with God. I think that might be what happens, but you just don't really remember it. But something happens maybe with your soul or something, but then you remember your life purpose and you remember why you're here, what you're called to do. So when I woke up out of it, I was like, I can be a nurse. Like, I want to be a nurse. And I felt like that passion that I had when I was younger about being a pediatrician, like this is something I really want, this is something I really want to do, and this is something I can do. And so I was just thinking that. And the nurses at the hospital that I was at, oh my freaking god, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. Usually I would think nurses are like just mean, and you know what I mean, but they were very, very, very compassionate, very spiritual, very loving, very caring. Like I've never experienced anything like that. So it's also because of that reason, it's kind of like a pay it forward thing. Like this is how they were to me, I want to be that way to someone else. And also I always wanted to do something in the medical field and stuff like that. So like I said in previous videos, I'm doing the CNA program now, which is a certified nursing assistant. Figure I could work as CNA, get that experience, and then as I go into nursing school. So I started really looking up nursing schools and everything. At first I was going to think about doing LPN, but when I called the school today, they said no one really does LPN anymore. You can do the RN. And I'm like, I'm calling a 2-year school because I was looking for LPN, so I'm calling it a community college. And and I'm like thinking to myself, how the heck am I going to do RN at this 2-year place? But you can get your associate's degree as an art, and I thought you could only get your bachelor's your 4 years, but yeah. I'm just doing this video because I'm like, life is moving really fast and moving really quickly, but it's positive energy. I was talking to someone early in the year, and she was like, you know, life is going to start moving quickly and fast, but don't be afraid. And I think that's like a big thing for me, is that I always tend to get afraid, and so I run. But it's like, don't be afraid of things moving forward and things moving quickly. You know, for you. So I'm really excited about everything in the future and finding like a good nursing school and everything like that. I just wanted to share my story, and if you guys have any school stories that you would like to share, you can always leave it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.